Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dishonored. Man, we're in the thick of it, aren't we? We're getting close to the very end. We are on the Brigmore Witches. Last time, we saved Lizzie Stride's ass from rotting in prison for the rest of her shit-ass life. So yeah, we're headed to, shit, what's it, yeah, the Dead Eels, the Draper's Ward, that's what it is. We're headed to the Draper's Ward, where there are two rival factions trying to kill each other. The Hatters, and the other people I can't remember. Oh, the Dead Eels, right? The Dead Eels, right? The Dead Eels are trying to kill the Hatters.
We've been making something for you, little eels.
Yeah. What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Look at all that cloth, by the way.
Or are you too busy making dresses?
Come on, let's play this guy.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for a minute. Oh my god, listen to the violence.
Somebody, give me a hand. You're no scrub. You'll sleep in the river mud tonight. That's what happens when you tangle with the dead Eel. What?
Oh, they killed the Hatters.
Someone wants to get kicked in the cow.
Okay.
Someone wants to get hurt.
Yeah, I think it's you, dude.
What?
What kind of weapon is that? You... We're gonna lay right there. Okay. Oh god.
Huh?
Holy shit, is that Artemis from Ready Player One? Oh?
Is that? Gotta keep my wits about me. Oh, just let him
Oh look! It's not Artemis from Ready Player One, but close. I actually just saw Ready Player One the other day. Awesome movie. Really, really liked it. I haven't read the book. And I wonder if the movie and the book are a lot alike. But it had some really great scenes in there. The Iron Giant was in it. The racing scene was really good. It was I thought it was a really well done film. Some people said they didn't like it. I really actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. What the fuck, dude? There was like, I swear there was like something else that wasn't just food there. Oh. See, the rats didn't eat his hat though. Bolts. How do you get that? Oh, you probably use pole to get it. That's right. Okay, so basically there's one section, there's one side, and there's another side. It's separated by the river over there. So yeah, one side belongs to the dead eels, which is that side over there, and the other side belongs to the Hatters, which is the side we're on. Yeah, we've already dealt with the Hatters before. What is this? Out of business notice. To my loyal customers, I've done my best to provide a provisioning service to you even after all the decent citizens have abandoned Draper's Ward, but now it is clear that there is no livelihood for me here now, and that association with you all will eventually cost me my life. To those who have never wronged me, I suggest you take your business to Jerome. He can be found in a second-floor apartment just a stone's throw away from here, next to Millinery Canal. His prices will climb now that I'm gone, but he seems like a fair enough man. Me stolen from me and driven me from my home. I hope you suck on the barrel of a City Watch pistol someday. I'm sure you will all meet violent and happy endings. Goodbye, Mr. Mitchell, Mitchell's Marketplace.
What?
Really? Did you really just fucking... You really just stopped to fucking harass me, bitch? Yo, fuck both of you.
I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was hard. But I had no... Really? Look at that thing. You think hammers will break it open? Explosives. Sure. The sound brings everyone. Then we gotta share. And what if it calls something? Must be a way. I think we could be in there. You know what would be funny? If it wasn't locked. What? Of course it's locked. Look at it. You mean you haven't even tried it? What do you think I am? Stupid? I wonder what it was doing down there in the mud. Fell off a boat? My ticket to... But life is in there. Wake up, damn it! Where'd you run off to?
Oh, he's just a narcoleptic. Oh, he just got narcolepsy. What are you talking about? He's just, see? Look at him. He's fine. It requires a key. Some oxrush flowers. Whatever the fuck we need those for. And then over here we got some river crust pearls. Nice. We got the rune. Warning from an anonymous friend. As instructed by your whalers, I have dredged this horrid thing up from the depths of the storm drains and placed it in the agreed-upon location that hopes that you and only you recover it. But be warned, poor fortune has followed me every step of the way since laying hands on this thing. I'm overjoyed at the prospect of leaving it here and being done with it. May it treat you better than it has me. And if some unlucky local has stumbled upon this wicked bone, heed these 2 warnings. As I have said above, poor fortune will find you, but most importantly, this is intended for delivery to the most dangerous man in the Empire. If you are in possession of something he wants, you may count your remaining hours on one hand. Ah, nah, don't worry, I got it. Alright, so we got that. On our powers, we have 1 rune. We need 5 more to be able to get that. Get Ben time too. Little sleep darts, not bad.
Quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be. I heard he wasn't cheap. Let me just a few.
Caught out when the dead eels come across the canal? No thanks. Every man for himself.
Had her pride. Like dies.
Let's go ahead and move. Oh.
Password system. The Hatters are getting organized.
Just lay that right there. Son of a bitch. There's the control box key. Just lay him there, and then we're just gonna wanna. Woo! There we go. Just gently set that down. Arc pylon instructions. Evans, be cautious with this equipment. It is very delicate and requires a skilled touch to operate. It is also quite lethal, so if you don't follow the proper procedures, you will cease to exist in the wink of an eye. Acquiring this technology took a great deal of politicking and expense. So I repeat, do not be reckless with it. Once the system is set up and operational, we will never see a dead eel darkening our doorway. The mill will become an impregnable fortress. Report any technical issues to me, Nurse Trimble. Well, guess what? Any more of those arc mines? I just tried that. Stock a lot of technology in the new age. Yeah, we're aware. There's an intercom here. There's a corrupted charm all the way up there on the top of the building. Let's see if we can get... Go. Oh dear. Get up right there. Right there. All right. All right, vengeance. Build up adrenaline much faster, but adrenaline takes less time to cool down. I do have the ability to have 8. Generate mana slightly faster. Let's go with. You know what? Nah, we'll just leave it for now. That. There's a note here. Look out for the trained rat. Hey Jasper, one of the dead eels apparently trained some white rats to come to this side of the canal and fetch shiny objects back to him. So far they've taken a few coin and a couple of bullets back over into eel territory. Pike saw one carrying a coin and tried to shoot it, but his marksmanship was lacking. Ha! Be wary of them and crush the little things if you get the chance. If one swipes one of the tools or keys or something like that, you'll be a laughingstock. Baldwin. Okay, so just go around the back here. Some choke dust, some coin. Still need the key for that. Hello, Jerome.
Draper's Ward salvage and resale, or the black market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right?
Yep.
Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
Really?
What are you selling?
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
Could use some of those. Selling a bone charm too, huh? Take that. The bone charm is overpowering. Very easily win contested interactions. Go ahead and amp that one up. Drum search for Ox Rush. Hello, Griff. I hope your business is going well. If you're interested, I have a little business proposal for you. The canal here in Draper's Ward has been dry for some time now. Enough time for the prized Ox Rush to take bloom in the mud. None of the ruffians patrolling this area know how special the flower can be, so I have no competition in harvesting them. But none of the alchemists or natural philosophers that can use them frequent this district anymore. Perhaps I can send you some bunches of Ox Rush to peddle for a commission, of course, and I can help you tap into an ammunition market here in Draper's Ward. The gangs have gone into full-scale war, so demand is high. Let me know your thoughts, Jerome.
All these rats crawling all over everything. Say, would you consider doing a job for me? There's a man whose debt to me is well past due.
Is it getting some Ox Rush?
Bill collector.
I don't want the money. I want his head.
Oh.
I pay you well. And you can use the money to buy things from me.
I'll do it.
Huh. Thank you. Skinflint is a chain smoker. He likes to light up in the old canal tunnel and play Nancy for coin. I'd start there. Make an example of him.
Got it. Now let me see what you've got.
Please, take your pick.
I can't like sell him anything. Well, I have 11. I'm gonna wait for him to leave. There we go, none the wiser, eh?
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness. All these rats crawling all over everything.
Okay, let me see here. We'll get up there.
Business. I understand doing what's got
Gotta-
to be done. But wait for... Damn it! Gotcha!
Listen, you'll thank me later, alright? Crystal cider. Complaints from a dead eel guard. This post is awful. I almost broke my neck getting up here. And all day the hatters keep taking shots at me like I'm some kind of carnival game. This morning I saw some lady up on the glass roof across the canal and it kind of has me worried. I think she looked right at me. How'd she get up there? Are the hatters recruiting ladies now? Anyway, since she's been up there, I can barely make out this thing she left behind. Can't tell what it is from here, but come nightfall, I might just climb up there and have a look. Gotta be wary of that arc pylon they set down there. If they have that kind of gear, we're just outmatched. I wish Lizzie was back. She'd get us out of this. Well, she's around. The history of Draper's Ward. This chapter will focus on the once lavish Draper's Ward. Before the reign of the Caldwin dynasty, the locale, held none of the prestige that it has so recently enjoyed. Draper's Ward was once a simple manufacturing hub for fabrics and textiles, exporting raw weaves to all corners of the empire. Water-driven mills turned day and night to meet the needs of the rapidly expanding cloth industries. For decades, Draper's Ward supported a modest trade, until key manufacturers began relocating factories to Serkonos and Morley. The price of labor in these places was much lower, and the limited availability of Dunwall riverfront property, which was required to turn the mills, made expansion of operations impossible. At the end of this period, declining production and abandoned factories created an opportunity for a new generation of skilled and ambitious industrialists. A loose confederation of clothing merchants included such luminaries as Percy Oliver, Agatha Chesney, and Mortimer Hatt, established a new model of business. High-end clothing that was designed to appeal to Dunwall's elite, sold at a substantial markup. The best sartorial designers from across the empire were lured to the boutiques of Draper's Ward, where they found themselves freed from the need of solicit patrons. In fact, they were elevated to high society, courted and pampered. The powerful and influential began to frequent the new Draper's Ward, paying any cost to be seen in the latest styles. The district was widely successful. Extravagant wealth and luxury among the proprietors and designers became the norm. But not all was glamour and fun. Reinventing Draper's Ward was an expensive project, and investigations into the sources of capital funding this revitalization often led to dead ends. It was commonly whispered that Mortimer Hatt had been a ruthless gang leader in his early years, and it was a very poor secret among the city watch that he still commanded a private army of hardened men that would protect his interests. A terrible truth emerged over time. While the designers and merchants held court in exclusive boutiques, the mills and factories that produced the clothing were houses of suffering and abuse. Despite the coin generated by their businesses, the workers who stitched the garments never took part in the flow of wealth. Instead, Hatsman enforced brutal working conditions on them. As this corruption intensified, with violence occasionally spilling out into the open streets, the well-to-do declined further invitations to shop at the boutiques. Business fell precipitously, and now with the rumors of a plague looming on the horizon, the golden age of Draper's Ward may soon be at an end. Huh. Yep. Yeah, so basically, kind of learn a little bit about Draper's Ward. There we go.
Ike, who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah, are you with her?
No.
No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
I used to make clothing for the Caldwins, you see. I adored them, especially young, precocious Emily. She was such a delight. Did you ever meet the Empress?
No.
She
Well,
was
I
so
killed her.
Special. And I was able to count her among my friends. I had a lock of hair from young Emily, a keepsake given to me by the family when my hands grew too stiff and clumsy to work the needle. I have treasured it so.
And Delilah?
She visited me here. Such a surprise to see her, all grown up. So serious. Did you know she was once a playmate of Jessamine's? Before she was Empress, when they were both little. I thought it was a cordial visit at first, but it turned frightening.
What happened?
She made things come out of the shadows, long and grasping. I can still feel the cold on my neck. I sound mad, don't I? Perhaps I am. She questioned me and left me propped in the corner like a bolt of cloth. I couldn't move for 3 nights while she made the horrid markings you see now. Then she stole my only keepsake, my lock of hair from dear, sweet Emily. Ah, Emily, where are you? Damn that Corvo, and damn Delilah.
So you have some drawings from Emily. Well, I'll take that. A note from Lady Boyle. My dearest friend, my costume ball will require 3 tailored outfits that are perfectly matching except for color. We're going to play a game with our guests, you see. I am saddened to hear of your deteriorating hands and the hard times on which you have fallen. As you were my first choice to craft these costumes, I will mention your physical difficulties to my doctor at the party. Perhaps he could be of some service to you. Farewell, Waverly Boyle. So this is a man right here who is a friend, huge friend of the Empire. Made clothes for
Dead.
Emily.
Make it 3 more months.
I'll take that, don't worry. You won't have to deal with it. I'm gonna eat all your food though, if you don't mind.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
Whew. Drink that cider. Okay, so Skinflint's post.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness. Said he's dead. Won't make it 3 more months.
Man, I don't really know what you want me to do with the guy. Maybe I'll just... Take him to the guy, I guess?
Someone wants to get hurt. Gotta keep my eyes open.
Half the city's dead. We won't make it 3 more months.
Someone get help!
Whatever. I don't give a shit anymore.
I'm losing business. I understand. It's got to be done.
See something? Come on!
That's it. Easy go. I know you're here.
Someone's about to get shanked.
Help me look for this wet skull boss.
Let's get this guy!
Here you are.
See you later. Alright, so now we're gonna head to the riverfront. Now this is where Lizzie Stride's boat is. There's also still a lot of people around.
Wakefield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Still,
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine. He's put all of the Eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Yep. Notes from a Hatter spy. Mr. Hat, there has been some interesting activity since our raid on the Dead Eels a few days ago. It looks like Wakefield has been rooting out Lizzie's loyalists, chasing them off, or making an example out of them with some gruesome killing. I don't think he's got much of a hold on this gang. The things are likely to fly apart before long. Also, I swear a woman lurking on some nearby rooftops last night spying on the Eels. She saw me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps she'll know what to make of that. It's Delilah, by the way, if you were wondering.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him, it will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Or canal, at least. Just wait for it to take it.
Power Slash. So, Power Slash. You deal greater damage with your sword, but you swing your sword slower.
All those prancing.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
you ever get that creepy feeling of...
Don't worry. I've got this. Edgar Wakefield log entry. It's going to pieces. I was just getting things under control, but now I hear Lizzie busts out of Coldridge. How? The Dead Eels are all starting to swing my way, and I even think we'll wipe out those accursed Hatters soon. Mr. Hat humiliated me something awful with that raid to steal our engine coil, and payback was going to make me take a piss in his stovepipe. But now that Lizzie is free again, I've got the crew on high alert. Orders to kill anyone that ain't one of us. I'm starting to think I bit off more than I can chew.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember. Time to signal Lizzie.
All right. Alright, there we go.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the dead eels now. She's ordered them to give you safe passage.
So if you were wondering why I did that quickly, is because I don't want to have to die.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield set me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle. Shit. Two from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
All right,
Piece of
Lizzie.
Garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
The ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undine's. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The geezer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm.
Sounds
One
like
of
a
the
plan.
Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
All right, so basically that makes it that made it a whole lot easier for us to just essentially walk around here. That was like the biggest problem with going around here to begin with. You had all these dead eels that were going to try to kill you, and you'd have to, you know, knock them out or kill them yourself. So I typically would just kind of rush through and get the ship activated, or get the, you know, signal the horn. Alright, so there's a bone charm under here. We'll go grab this. Light as a shadow. Take less damage from falls. Let's do that one instead of overpowering. So there's another bone charm over here. The sunken crate. There's also a rune in here. I thought you had to go underwater to get it though. I can't remember. Oh, you do. Here we go. So you go in through here. There we go. And found ourselves an outsider shrine. Health elixir. Grab this urn here. Nothing in there. Alright. Grab that.
You keep surprising me, Dowd. Not long ago, I watched you kill an empress and steal her child for coin. For a man like that, you went through Coldridge Prison with an awfully soft touch. I wonder, Are you hoping it will change the way things work out? Maybe. Maybe not. The song's almost over, and when the music stops, we all fall down.
He's right. Alright, so now that we've gotten that, go back down through here. Go ahead and grab the coin, the copper wire. Of course, there's a rune over through here. That Weeper. Corrupted charms. The following note was found at the site of a ritual murder attached to the victim's face by 9 fishhooks arranged in a suspicious pattern. We infer that the two parties were involved in a conflict over the construction and sale of a superstitious charm using pieces from older, possibly damaged, heretical artifacts. Full investigation recommended, focused on the person named Lilica in Zarkonos. Lilica, you cheat. For months, I poured coin into your pockets, paying for all the things you requested. Food and lodging at the outskirts of town. Livestock with birth defects, those whose purpose I cannot imagine. Toxic plants and alchemical materials. The baboon blood and cartilage of deep-dwelling fish were not cheap, I assure you. But even more costly was the scrimshaw I painstakingly acquired from sailors during the past year. Carved from the bones of whales and said to hum with powers from beyond the world, they cost me half my savings. And you swore to me, that you could provide me with the charm I wanted. I was quite clear. I had your word that you would be able to visit Abrielle in my dreams, that I could woo her while sleeping. You promised that she would love me. Instead, you delivered to me this lump of old bone, scratched and hacked at, wired together as if made by a child. For 2 weeks I kept it close to my heart, and at night while I slept I did see Abrielle, oh yes. I saw her lying with everyone I've ever hated, rivals and enemies who've bested me in business or in sport, men who have bullied or insulted me, including my infernal older brother. I woke each morning clenching my teeth in shame and rage. Such terrible nosebleeds I suffered, and my hair began to fall out in clumps. I threw the cursed thing into the lake just to be rid of it. You told me you were a sorcerer, a simple charlatan, more like. Be that as it may, I want you to know that the day I decided to ruin your life, I will punish you for thinking me an idiot and taking my money. I could send an anonymous message delivered to the nearest overseer outpost, but what I've got in mind is more fitting. There's a gang that operates in Karnaca, assassins. I want you to know that all my remaining funds will be spent putting a contract on your pretty head. You will never see me again, Lilica, but when the butcher's blade falls on your neck, or when the poison in your milk takes hold, I want you to remember that this is how I repay those who cheat me. Damn. People are angry. So yeah, if you were wondering, that right there, this thing is what would have been triggered by that.
That's a lot of fingers. Lizzie's pissed.
Yeah, it's a lot of fingers. Y'all fucking betrayed her. You're all lucky to still be alive for that matter. Some of that little bit of food there. Oh, there's some stuff over on that boat. Some Tibian ore. Alright. More Tibian ore. Okay, so now, basically...
There's an invisible man watching this. I'll ask him how he does it.
I'm the invisible man.
Crazy. Don't you dare.
I can also get this now. Y'all are lucky. I could have killed all you. Some more More Tivian ore. So now we're gonna go back out to Draper's Ward, and you remember that that area, the place where we found that intercom? That is where we're actually gonna be headed. We're headed over to the intercom.
Stand where you are, Hatter.
Oh, dear.
Stop you. Do it, lady.
Just gonna. Go over here. And we'll go to the intercom.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Not a hatter. So basically, there's multiple ways to handle this. This is really where the bulk of the work comes in right here. It's a textile mill.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
Yep.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
That's true. So yeah, you can actually make a deal with this guy.
Just went through here. The Empress did. She had Corvo Ortana with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your head. I was just...
Alright, so we got another bone charm. Healthy appetite. Food heals you moderately more. Now, as I believe, there's only actually one way.
I don't know why you're worried about nothing.
Into this place. Just copper wire. There we go.
Any fools dies.
Somebody get over here!
Alright, guys. Line her up. There we go. Alright, I got 2 left. That's okay. Grab that core plate. Okay, I can open that up. Alright, so let's see here. What the fuck? Who's this guy? I saw this dude. Are you alright, sir? See, as you can see, there's like a ton. Really, the only way in without rewiring the wall of light is underneath there. But we'll go ahead and do that.
What?
All I gotta do is stand here. Right, we'll disarm these launchers. Oh. Apparently one of them has triggered an alarm. Okay, so we're gonna head down into here. This little room has a bunch of stuff. A bull rat fetus. Nice. Rat plague. Yes. Read everything about the rat plague. Antique pocket watch. Skeeves is gone. It looks like Skeeves ain't coming back from his patrol. It's been 6 days now. Don't get me wrong. I ain't grieving because Skeeves and me didn't see eye to eye on many things, but it makes me sad because he swore he was bringing back a tremendous stash of coins he knew about up in the dried out waterway. I figured I'd part him from all these coins in a few card games, but that ain't to be. Who knows? If that water ever comes on again, it may just flush him out. But I doubt it. When you get off duty tonight, we need a drink to toast to an old Skeeves. Go ahead and grab that rune. So we actually need to get down there. Over in this area, we have some hemlock essence, bolts I can't pick up, spiritual remedy which I can use, a grenade that I can't use, and some coins. So basically I'll just take this out while light is no more. So here's the engine room. Trimble nose door combo. Gone to look at the water flow situation in the sewers. If you need access to the engine room while I'm away, talk to Nurse Trimble. He's the only other person with the door combo. Pete. So yes, we need the door combination. Alright. So... This woman is cowering in fear. Oh my god, what the fuck? Main office is right up there. Take those metallic salts too. that. The history of Lizzie Stride. Little is known of Elizabeth Stride's origins, except that she hailed from Morley, rumored to be the daughter of a seamstress and a traveling cloth merchant. Stride was forced to flee Morley in her early years after strangling an abusive schoolmaster. She smuggled herself out of the city disguised as a boy and became a powder monkey on a navy ship. The ruse worked for a time, allowing her to see wonders and horrors that women in her society have always been denied. Her high spirit, charisma, and fierceness propelled her to the top of the peaking order in the small ship-bound community of children, and they grew loyal to her. Inevitably, her deception was discovered by the ship's surgeon while he was injured during a storm. Before the doctor could report her, she rallied her powder monkeys to toss the man overboard. A bloody fight ensued, but their brief mutiny was crushed and many of her followers were put down. In the chaos, Lizzie and a handful of loyal boys managed to abandon ship in a skiff. Afterward, they found employment for a few seasons with a cartographer working along the coast of the Pandician continent to map intuaries. The crew of children grew into an experienced savage fighters. With the conclusion of the mapping expedition, the crew sailed back to Bristol. Once in Dunwall, Lizzie and her hardened friends carved a space for themselves in the streets, a street culture of the city. Their nautical experience had them at home in the Wrenhaven River, a territory previously unclaimed by any gang. They recruited former sailors, pirates, and defectors from other gangs. She took an unlikely lover, a naval aristocrat that arranged for her to carry merchant marine papers, giving them legitimacy in the eyes of the government and allowing her to sail through territory normally restricted to merchants. Some of the same powder monkeys from the early years still follow her, helping pilot their cargo boat, the Undine, or Undine, as they say, up and down the Wrenhaven on smuggling missions. As a leader of the Dead Eels, Lizzie has an almost mythic reputation for ferocity. She files her teeth to points and is even rumored to have webbed toes. Her enemies fear her unpredictable violence as much as they despise her. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. See you later. Stuff like all the way up there. So I need Trimble's lab key. There. Small scale explosive reinforcement. New available item, explosive bolts. Nice. Alright, so let's go to the office. Now they're not going to attack me. So I don't have to worry about that. Got Trimble's lab key once again. Go up even further. Oh, well, there we go. The lab. I can't remember what it is. We have to, like, make something. I think that's the idea. We'll read that in a minute. First things first, I want to kind of gather everything that I can. Yeah, there's an autograph so you have to put in here to be able to get that out. Timer calibration. The calibration of my experiment timer is slightly off. This should be fixed immediately. I like to check on my experiments immediately after the bell chimes. I have this all perfectly timed from the bell ring to the walk to my lab. This should be a top priority after you return from restoring the water flow in the sewers. Trimble.
Trimble's got good handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
So this is actually not only where Trimble works, but it's also where he sleeps. Keynotes. So the effects of whale oil on the gastric humors, Volume 1. One benefit of the plague is the abundance of unclaimed bodies readily available to the inquisitive medical mind. I have been able to stimulate gastric function in addition to other organ activity through infusions of whale oil and the application of electrical impulses. I believe that such treatments should be applied to the living and that it might prolong life indefinitely. When my process is applied to the stomach and intestinal systems, digestion does in fact still occur, though the end product must be evacuated from the stomach through tubing and processed by my machinery before being recirculated to the appropriate organs. This was a tricky solution to come across, as my first inclination was to break the food down myself and bypass the natural process altogether. My subject has indicated that he no longer has a sense of taste, but that that might be a mercy given when I'm feeling him these days. Yeah, he's really trying to keep Mr. Hat alive. Alright, Volume 2. My primary patient is no longer mobile. The loss of bone density, coupled with the amount of organ maintenance that I have to perform on a daily basis, means that he will be bound to a chair or bed for the foreseeable future. While this greatly agitated the subject at first, he quickly grew too fatigued to offer further protest. I cleared a room close to my lab, but with the access to the mill, so he could continue to give orders. Update. After 3 weeks of regression, the yellowish sores have reappeared around implantation site C. I was holding out for hope for full recovery, as the highest concentration of whale oil was pumped into the site in particular. Alright. So let's... What's up?
Miscalculated badly. My name's Dowd. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Easer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Dowd, will it?
Shouldn't be.
When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance. And it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Dowd. The Hatters will behave themselves, as long as you keep your end of the bargain, Dowd.
Fair enough. Missing mechanic. I sent our head mechanic into the sewers to try to get the water flowing to the canals again, but he hasn't been heard from since. We've lost other men trying to investigate what happened to him. Trimble.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still down there.
Warning! When replacing the whale oil tank that powers the pulmonary machine, you will have precious little time to do so. If you fail to be diligent and Mr. Hat perishes, you will release a toxic gas that will end your life and that of your fellow Hatters. Have a care. Alright, so basically we have to head into the sewer. Which is down over here. Travel to the sewer. So, if you're wondering, the reason why they've never come back is because, well, one, these damn river crusts. But two, there's some witches down here. Go! There we go. Get our bolt back. This also leads to the textile mill, if you didn't know. But you need the combination. See? They were smart. I didn't want to put the door there and then just be like... And then, I mean, technically you could get the combo if you really wanted to just, like, cheat. You could. Yeah, don't even bother. Not gonna kill me. So there's two ways to go. Blood from the eyes, as that says. Yeah, don't help that woman. There's somebody there, help me! She's a fucking witch. Yeah, there's witches down here. Bring more witches are down here. Shit. I need the ventilation maintenance key, which one of the witches has. Can't fool me, bitch. I've been here before. Go ahead and get that. Oh no, poor you. See, look at that. Look at that shit.
I was looking for my little boy.
Yep.
He's not well, and I
Uh-huh.
found him here.
Yeah.
I hurt my leg.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I hear things. Rats and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't want to die here.
Oops. Mean to do that. Yep. There you go. As you can see. By the way, check out their swords. Their swords are pretty cool. Yeah, now I'll fall for your trick.
Hello? You're not a weaver, are you? I think I can walk if you'll just help me up.
That's so fun. Oh!
I almost had you down.
Yeah, you did.
You could have had an easy death.
Tell me what Delilah's doing at Brigmore.
Why ask? When the change comes, you won't even notice. You'll never even know how we won. But when Delilah sits the secret throne, our reign will never end.
That's enough.
See, I knocked her out. Water control station. Royer and a few others went up ahead at the water control station to see why the water flow stopped, but they haven't returned. There have been reports of strange noises and a few of our new workers fled for the exit. If someone doesn't come to relieve me soon, I'm leaving this place. I'm writing this so you have on record that I did not just abandon my station without just cause. Preston P. You snoozing! See? That's why I got the witches first.
The gangs are at each other's throats.
I'm sorry, you were saying. Hey, bitch!
Dowd. Lurk told me you wouldn't give up. even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets.
Uh-huh.
I know what you're doing, Dad. I know what that mark on your hand is. Just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. 4 of us chosen, but history will only remember one. Delilah.
If they remember any of us.
Grab that. Get this bone charm now. Well, corrupted charm. Zephyr. How many do I have now? 5. Alright, so Zephyr, let's find out what that one does. Overall movement speed is increased. Damage taken is increased. It's not bad. Alright, so we've knocked them out.
I doubt you'll be needing this again.
Mechanic apartment key. There's another bone charm over here. Tibian ore. There's a river crust pearl. Scavenger. Find ammo in greater amounts. We don't need that because we're not using ammo. Alright, so let's grab that. Let's grab the water control valve wrench. I had to kill that guy because I don't have any, well, 1, I don't have any bolts, but 2, I didn't want the witches to discover me. Come in here. We need some whale oil. So yeah, these guys, the witches, they teleport around. Broken fan. Do not use the venting system until the fan motor is replaced. This thing nearly came off its drive shaft. We'll let you know when it's back up and ready to go. Yeah, so I need to get some oil.
She mentioned, I wish I knew.
There we go. Basically, gonna break the fan. Woohoo! There it went. Ventilation maintenance key. There's a Weeper corpse. Hemlock essence. That goes to there. That's our way out.
You're putting it together, aren't you? It's not easy. Delilah's exceedingly bright. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them. Change is coming, and Delilah has a plan. But do you, Dowd? And I don't mean stealing an engine coil or slitting an old man's throat. You're charging upriver, and I do believe you'll make it. But what will you do with what you find there?
I don't know yet, man. I haven't figured that out. But right now, the plan's just to... Probably these goddamn rats.
There's little chance of that.
Listen, I don't have to... Someone took the wrench. Yes, I got the wrench.
Tonight will burn you to ashes.
Damn it.
I'll read signs from your guts.
Oh, fuck. I cut her goddamn head off. Damn it. Okay, there we go. That's back on now, so we can, oh, there's... Vines are blocking these.
Once you get the water flowing, now to go get that engine coil.
Alright, so... I had to kill a couple of them. Fine. Go ahead and use that. Come on, get out. Now we'll go back to the textile mill. We'll go talk to Trimble. Hello.
Don't make me take that away.
We ain't gonna do shit.
It's done. But I don't think you'll see her men again.
Officer says the deal's a deal. The code is...
Code is what?
I guess you got what you came for. You snake.
You and Trimble. Peas in a pod, you can both rot. Well, that was rude, sir. Yeah, what is the fucking engine code then? It didn't even give me the engine code. What the fuck? Can't believe I have to actually like look this up. Okay, let's see. Son of a bitch. Alright, so we're just going to have to try a series of codes until we can get it. So let's just go through 1, 6, 5, 2, 3, 8. Well, that didn't work. It would have. 3, 8, 7. Nope. 408. 572. There we go. See, you didn't even give me the fucking code. It was just, it was like his voice disappears and you don't get shit.
Choke up metal and wiring. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
Alright, so I have the engine coil now. Nobody's mad at me. I can walk about as I please. I'm out of here. That I can head back to we can head back to Draper's Ward. And head back to Draper's Ward.
More fighting. Wonder how long that'll last.
I can just walk about as I please. We're going to go back to the riverfront. We're going to install the engine core.
You are an endless source of adventure, Dowd. Please, do the honors, Dowd. Fire up the engine from the bridge.
Alright. Travel to Brigmore Manor. Alright, so we found all but one rune. Found all the bone charms, all the corrupted charms, all the outsider shrines. 26 out of 35, 20 coins. 4 hostiles killed, 5 bodies found. Overall chaos is still low, which is good. Restored water to the canal. I think there was a granny recipe, but I don't remember where it is in there. Hence all the reason why we picked up like that fetus and the other shit. Yeah. So this is the last level.
The Brigmores were an ancient family, bankrupted a generation ago. Since then, the manor has housed 2 street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore witches. I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something. A ritual. But what kind?
We're already aware of what kind.
The outsider knows. I cannot abide a mystery.
We already know she's trying to take over Emily's body. Alright, so hole in the fence. Drop a rune, some mana, and open the fence. Deal. Turncoat. Your agents will have paid one of the witches to meet you with you and provide information. She'll be wearing a red jacket. Perfect. Thieving butler. Smuggle goods from the estate and hid them by the shore. Absolutely. Alright, so we have 1900 coins. First off. Second off. Third. Let's go ahead and do an extra charge to the stun mine. We need a lot of shit, obviously. Wrist bow range. We didn't need really any of that anyway. But we have 3 stun mines, which should get us 6 stuns. It's a non-lethal trap. We have all of our choke dust. We have all of our sleep darts. So we should be good.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
The statues of Delilah are the statues of Delilah are basically going to give you away if you get near them. Also, that dog right there. So the dogs, they're like summoned from these skulls. The way to take them out is you have to hit them while they're like up, and then once their head falls on the ground, you have to break the skull. Otherwise, they keep coming back. But next time, on the final part of Dishonored, we're going to be heading to the Brigmore Manor to stop Delilah. We got the cache, the estate, and of course the shoreline. So yes, that will be next time. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you on the next part. Goodbye.